Otherworldly creatures, terrifying sights, and heart-stopping encounters across the globe, people have captured it all.
Jesus, que é isso?
Get ready for jaw-dropping moments.
Oh, shit!
If not caught on camera, no one would have believed. This man looked up to find a massive giant soaring through the heavens above. He was out traveling in the US when he spotted this creature with bat-like wings gliding across the sky. Not able to believe his eyes, the man recorded the dragon on his camera and posted the clip online, leaving the internet abuzz with speculation. Some were convinced it was a genuine sighting of the mythical being. Skeptics brushed it off as a hoax. Prehistoric creature. A bizarre clip has recently surfaced on the internet, leaving people worldwide stunned. A creature with massive wings was seen soaring across the sky. Many thought it looked like a flying fish, but its tail oddly resembled a dinosaur's, leaving people wondering if this was a leftover species from the age of the extinct giants. While some were actually interested in the sighting, skeptics were doubtful, dismissing it as a hoax. Cryptozoologists, however, believe the possibility of it being real could very much be true. What started as an exciting countryside ride quickly turned into a chilling encounter for two friends on motorbikes. Their adventure was cut short when a small humanoid creature darted across their path, nearly causing them to lose control of their bikes. The being, no larger than an elf, moved with astonishing speed, disappearing into the tall grass before they could get a closer look. The elusive creature completely vanished out of sight even when they tried to follow it closely. The video of the incident stirred heated debates online. While some are convinced it was a real-life goblin, skeptics argue it was nothing more than an elaborate hoax. I spy. This is why working out near the woods isn't a good idea. This girl learned the hard way. She was filming herself practicing yoga when her camera picked up something really terrifying. A glowing pair of eyes appeared spying on her from behind. Whatever cryptid it was didn't seem to be alone. Another set of eyes peeked from the other side. The girl only noticed the strange activity later when she was reviewing the video. Their faces seem indistinct due to the distance. What could they be? Forest-dwelling goblins? Animals? Or something even more sinister? I'll let you decide. Nalucephalia.
Jesus, que é isso?
Shadow people are a familiar presence in the mythology and folklore of many cultures, but none are quite as terrifying as the Nalucephalia from Native American legends. This shadowy figure is said to dwell deep within the densest parts of the forest, lying in wait for its next victim. But it's all hearsay, or is it? Take a look and decide for yourself.
Jesus, que é isso?
A hiker out exploring the woods came face to face with a long black being. It resembled a man, but with unnervingly pointed ears. Frozen in fear, the man could only run, refusing to look back.
Jesus, que é isso?
Snaily Jim. Thinking about finally hitting the gym? Well, you might want to check this out first. A man aiming to get some steps in before starting his day stumbled upon a jaw-dropping sight at the gym. A colossal snail-like creature was casually using the treadmill as if this was completely normal. It left a slimy trail in its wake, and its mouth had several tentacles, making it look nothing like an ordinary snail. The video quickly went viral, leaving netizens horrified, and with some asking how the bizarre thing had ended up at the gym. While some were convinced it was a real-life anomaly, skeptics dismissed it as clever editing. Mini Brachiosaurus.
Oh, dog, his mouth's open.
If you think miniature versions of dinosaurs wouldn't look that intimidating, this video will definitely change your mind. A group of friends taking off for a picnic discovered this bizarre thing perched on their car. It had a small body and a long neck quite similar to a brachiosaurus. And the thing was vicious, as the group soon discovered. When one of them poked it with a stick, the mini dino quickly reacted, even biting the stick, sending chills down the spines of the friends.
Bro, what is this? Look at that.
Poke its neck.
Neck. Look.
Oh, fuck!
What if dinosaurs didn't go extinct at all and instead just got smaller with time? If you have any insights on this, let me know in the comments.
Let me get that butt, boy. Ooh.
Oh, shit!
Roadside mystery. We don't even know half the things that are hidden among us, as one man realized on a late night walk. On the side of a road, he found a strange blob. At first he thought it was just garbage, but then it moved, seemingly alive. Twisting and turning, stretching upwards, the gelatinous creature looked as if it had sprung out of a sci-fi movie. He couldn't make sense of the entity at all. Posting the clip online, he hoped for some answers, but no one had any idea what the creature was. Swinging horror. A camping trip might sound like the perfect getaway, until it feels more like a scene straight out of a horror movie. That's exactly what happened to this group of friends. Strange noises caught their attention as they were setting up camp. Curiosity got the better of them and they decided to investigate. To their utter regret, they stumbled upon something straight out of a nightmare. A humanoid figure was eerily swinging back and forth on a swing by a huge tree, but it was its posture that sent chills down their spines. Outstretched arms, unnaturally bent legs, and an unsettling resemblance to a zombie. The strangest part, when they returned with reinforcements, the creature and its swing had completely vanished without a trace. Scary welcome. After a long day's work, a man returned home only to be greeted by this devilishly looking black creature. It was casually sitting there on the steps for everyone to see. The humanoid-like figure had two giant wings and sharp fangs, with a bat-like face. It looked like a creature straight out of a nightmare, and instead of backpedaling it straight out of there, the man approached the bizarre being. But as he got closer, it vanished, right in front of his eyes, as if it were never there, leaving the man wondering if he had been hallucinating. Bigfoot evidence. The existence of Bigfoot has always been a hot topic for debate, and for good reason. Most of the footage we see is either too blurry or so shaky that it's impossible to tell what's actually been recorded, but this video might finally put an end to all the guessing and speculation. Filmed by a hunter in Oklahoma, the clip showed a massive figure sitting among the trees, covered in thick, shaggy hair, and let's be honest, it looked downright intimidating. Cryptozoologists are calling this the clearest evidence of the mythical giant yet, and honestly, it's hard to disagree. It does look pretty convincing, but as expected, skeptics were quick to nitpick, dismissing it as nothing more than a man in a costume. Sasquatch hideout. While recording an abandoned ship in England, a man may have stumbled upon proof of mythical beings. At first, everything seemed perfectly ordinary, but then the camera caught movement inside the ship. It turns out it wasn't abandoned after all. As the video spread across social media, netizens couldn't stop analyzing the mysterious figure. Many argued it was far too large to be human, sparking claims that a Bigfoot might have taken refuge in the ship. Others, however, thought it could simply be a person, their appearance distorted by the shadows and darkness. Let me know your take on this. Spying on live.
You know there's somebody watching you on the back.
This guy was doing a live show when his audience noticed something unusual in the background. At first he was the only one in the woods, but then things got creepy. At first he couldn't see what it was, but when he looked again, he realized he wasn't alone and quickly ended the live stream. There's no telling what became of him in the woods, if he managed to escape or not. A close-up at the spying cryptid tells me that it was huge and hairy. Something like a Bigfoot. But what do you think? A Dogman? A Sasquatch? Or something even more mysterious was lurking behind that tree?
You know there's somebody watching you on the back. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Triangle and Night.
Un lugar van a encontrar este tipo de...
While exploring an abandoned building, this guy stumbled straight into what felt like a scene from a horror movie. He wandered into an eerie-looking room, and what he found inside was absolutely chilling, but instead of running away, he decided to get a closer look. There, in the middle of the room, was a humanoid creature wrapped in cloth. Its face was unnervingly demonic, and a black, clawed arm rested at its side. The way it moved was unsettling. It seemed subdued, almost like it was bound by some kind of spell, or maybe it was just badly injured. Honestly, watching this gives me the chills. What do you think could explain this?
Un lugar van a encontrar este tipo de...
Scary visitor. Ever wonder what might be lurking outside your front door? Looks like this video might have the answer. A homeowner was checking their Ring doorbell camera when a terrifying creature came knocking. This was no ordinary dog. The thing's feet resembled human hands, not to mention its bulky body, almost as if the canine was on steroids. When the video was uploaded on social media, people went wild with speculation. Many believed it was a mutated dog. However, skeptics dismissed the footage as a hoax. Real-life gremlin. There are plenty of bizarre creatures out there, but this one might just take the crown for being the most terrifying. After losing several sheep in strange circumstances, a farmer discovered a peculiar cryptid lurking in his field one night. Acting quickly, he captured the entity and locked it up. But when no one in the village could identify it, he decided to post a video online, asking viewers for their thoughts. The creature appeared to be a bizarre mix of alien, monkey, and bird. Some netizens pointed out its shocking resemblance to gremlins, mythical beings known for their mischief, but also their occasional violent behavior. Well, that might explain what happened to the sheep. Lizardman. A man decided to go fishing only to regret it when he got there. Right across the spot he had chosen was a creature straight out of this world. It was crouched near the riverbank, almost as if lying in wait for something. As the video hit the internet, all kinds of theories started flying. Some netizens speculated that it looked like a lizardman with an elongated face and those long limbs, while skeptics remained unconvinced, blaming the poor video quality for misleading people into thinking it was a cryptid. Before we move any further, like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon so you can keep watching our amazing content. Crappy protection.
Here we have one of the weirdest insects in the rainforest.
This insect might look like it crawled out of the darkest depths of the earth, but it comes with a surprisingly amusing trick up its sleeve. A viral clip of this creature left viewers debating if it was CGI. Spoiler alert, it's not. Meet the tortoise beetle, an actual insect with a bizarre defense mechanism, resembling a caterpillar with a black umbrella hovering over it. This peculiar insect takes survival to a whole new level. And that umbrella, it's not just for show, it's made of its own fecal matter. Cleverly designed to fend off predators. Nature, as always, finds a way to leave us both amazed and a little grossed out. Tentacle horror. A pet owner took her cat out for a tour around the woods, only to come across an otherworldly entity. It looked like nothing I have ever seen. The woman who encountered it reported that it emerged out of the dirt and kept rolling around as if it hadn't fully developed yet. Several tentacles protruded from its main body that looked like a ball. Even the cat was disturbed as it observed the entity, growling at it. Netizens were divided. Some believed it was a parasitic creature that had recently come into existence. Skeptics dismissed the clip as a cleverly crafted hoax. But let me know what you think of this one. Shapeshifter. There are numerous reports of people witnessing shapeshifters, but this piece of evidence might just seal the deal for cryptozoologists. This CCTV footage resurfaced on the internet, throwing the internet into a frenzy. At first, the footage shows what appears to be an orb of light traveling across a clearing, leading many to think it's a UFO, but then something incredible happens. The orb suddenly stops and morphs into a human figure. Yes, the entire jaw-dropping transformation was caught on camera. It's moments like these that remind us there's always more to the world than meets the eye. Let me know what you make of this. Nine-tailed fox. The nine-tailed fox is a mythical fox spirit that appears in Asian mythologies, sometimes depicted as godlike creatures, other times as mischievous spirits able to shapeshift into beautiful people, but their true form, a massive beast sporting 9 tails. It was only a myth until a man trekking through the woods at night captured what he believed could be the mythical creature. The being glowed brilliantly, almost making it hard to look straight at it, its tails whipping around viciously and then jumped away and out of sight, vanishing into thin air as if it was never there. The clip received a lot of criticism, with many claiming a creature like this could never thrive unnoticed even in the wild, ruling it out as a hoax. Wampus cat. The Wampus cat is a mythical creature in American folklore, said to be found in the mysterious Appalachian Mountains, often dubbed the most haunted place on Earth. Described as a 6-legged feline hybrid, part woman and part lion, the creature is known for emitting haunting cries that can chill even the bravest souls. One scary encounter was captured on a car camera parked outside a vacation house deep in the Appalachian wilderness. The recording starts with eerie, wolf-like howls, quickly escalating to thuds and bangs on the car. Then, the unthinkable happens. A shadowy figure peers through the window, revealing pointed ears and eerily glowing yellow eyes. The real-life Wampus cat, or just another tall tale? What do you think? A TV mystery. A man cruising down a recreational area on his ATV spotted something unusual. His camera picked up a dark figure standing upright behind a tree. Massive in size, the creature was covered in a thick coat of hair. It did not make any move as the guy drove down the trail, which made people think it was a prop or maybe even a part of the tree itself. But the recorder had no doubt that it was a Bigfoot, claiming he felt its eyes watching him. An encounter that close gives you the chills. From upside down. This video is undeniable proof of something extraordinary. Such an elongated arm, and that too with multiple elbows, is hardly normal. The creature seemed to be searching for something, perhaps something to fill up its belly with. From behind the wooden wall, it raised its otherworldly face and opened its mouth in a war cry. The sight is enough to give us all nightmares. Was this thing trapped inside the barn? Or has it been preying on animals all along? Netizens couldn't help but compare it to the creatures from Stranger Things, while skeptics argued the video looked edited. Living flowers. Deep in the heart of the Cambodian jungle, an explorer stumbled upon a sight he would never forget. Spotting fluffy white flowers on a plant, he leaned in to admire their delicate beauty, but just as he reached out to touch them, the unimaginable happened. They leapt off the plant and flew away. The internet was quick to react. Some speculated they were fairies cleverly disguised as clumps of cotton, while others argued they were a type of insect. Did the man actually unlock the door to a magical realm, or is there a more rational explanation for this? Alleged Chupacabra. Unusually tall, walking on all four, looking like a canine but not quite, this clip has reignited rumors of the legendary Chupacabra's existence. A blood-sucking beast. That's bad news for any cattle owner. A guy found this critter walking near a farm and decided to warn people in the region to be careful. Just looking at its dark silhouette and those long legs, I can be certain that this doesn't look like any known animal. Amidst all the Chupacabra allegations and some denying them, the true nature of the creature had remained unidentified. Michigan Dogman. The Michigan Dogman was a creature allegedly witnessed in 1887 in Wexford County, Michigan. According to eyewitness reports, the cryptid could stand in a bipedal manner, although it mostly walked on 4 legs. It wasn't until the late 1970s that we got what might be our first glimpse of this feared beast. A man, set on capturing it for his film, ended up recording what many believe to be the Dogman. Even after nearly half a century, this footage remains one of the most compelling pieces of evidence of the Dogman's existence. It was a giant hairy beast, moving on all 4s with shocking agility, enough to make even skeptics second guess their disbelief. Baby dragon. A recently surfaced video has sent the internet into a frenzy. The footage shows a glass cage containing a bizarre creature that had just hatched from its egg. With pinkish skin, a lizard-like body, and wings strikingly similar to those of a dragon. It looked too lifelike to dismiss as a hoax. And that's not all. There was another egg right beside it, just about to hatch. The uploader claimed to have discovered the eggs inside a cave during an exploration. This led to wild speculation, making people wonder if dragons had been hiding in our world all along, or if this hatchling was the sole survivor of its kind. Skeptics, however, believed it was a cleverly crafted silicone model. Triceratops. A hiker exploring a remote forest suddenly landed himself in prehistoric times when he found himself face to face with an ancient beast. The massive creature sported multiple horns on its back and head, making it look eerily similar to a Triceratops. The explorer was so freaked out that he could barely keep the camera steady as he tried to capture it on his phone camera. Before the raging dino noticed his presence, the guy quietly slipped away, never looking back once. Could this have been a leftover dino or just a cleverly crafted hoax? What do you think? Possible Chupacabra. A strange rumor was going around in the Santa Fe province of Argentina of a mythical creature prowling the streets at night. Many brushed it off as baseless, but then somebody managed to record this video, confirming the rumor. A dark cryptid was sitting among the trees. Due to the blurry video, not much can be said about its nature. Many believed it was a Chupacabra, arguing that the cattle from the area had been mysteriously vanishing. Others speculated that it could be a werewolf, saying they had seemed similar beings. But I'll leave it up to you to decide. Sasquatch stealth. A family's camping trip in Kansas took a wild turn when they woke up to the sound of rustling nearby. Thinking it was a deer, they took out their phones to record it, but what they saw was far more mythical than any animal. A hairy figure was stalking the woods and seemed to be trying its best to stay hidden from view. The way it moved confirmed that it wasn't an ape and possessed intelligence that could rival a human's. Not wanting to stay in the same place as the beast, the family quickly took off, cutting their camping adventure short.
What is it? Looks like what's in the book. Or we imagine it because we...
Gnome raid. Do you believe in real-life gnomes? Well, this video will certainly make you wonder, if not turn you into a believer. A home security camera in Texas captured what looked like 2 bipedal creatures milling around by the entrance of the house. They were hardly taller than the car's tire, suggesting they might be mythical in nature. Many agreed they looked like gnomes or elves. Some residents even shared their own experiences with the beings. So what do you think these were? Living lawn ornaments, or just a well-crafted hoax? Tiny creature. A home surveillance camera in North Carolina picked up a slight movement in the dark. It appeared to be a small figure tiptoeing around the patio before it took cover behind a flower pot and disappeared from sight, never to be seen again. What do you think? Could this be someone's lawn gnome who had decided to go for a walk around the neighborhood? Creepy figure. A small Romanian town was left terrified when a surveillance camera captured something quite unusual. In small towns, everyone knows each other. But this figure spotted in the dead of the night bore no resemblance to any of its inhabitants. The crazy part? It walked with an unnatural gait as if trying its best to come off as human. What do you think it could be? Some believed it was Baba Yaga, the terrifying witch known for preying on children, while others thought it looked like an elf. Skeptics, however, dismissed it as just an old lady distorted by blurry footage. Alien tourist. Back in 2019, Turkish residents witnessed something truly shocking in the streets of Diyarbakir. The viral CCTV footage captured a bizarre-looking creature on the road, and there's more. The thing even knew how to fly, or would you call that floating? The alien-like entity slowly ascended into the sky and disappeared out of the frame. Strangely, it appeared to be rotating as well. What could this entity be? Some internet folks thought it was a helium balloon, but locals were certain that it was an extraterrestrial and were terrified these things were going to invade the city. Canine mystery. The legendary skinwalkers have become a hot topic as more and more people report encounters with these bizarre creatures. Take this video, for instance, shot by a TikToker in a parking lot. It showed what looked like some kind of canine, seemingly in a trance and completely unaware of the person recording it. Netizens speculated it was mid-transformation, so absorbed that it became oblivious to its surroundings. The eerie figure convinced many that this was an actual skinwalker caught on camera. Others argued it resembled a demogorgon, a mythical creature said to emerge from the underworld. However, skeptics dismissed it as just a sick dog suffering from some disease. Wessex Way monster. The Wessex Way monster is considered a modern myth that started to form when a street surveillance camera captured something unusual in 2007. At first, the footage appears completely ordinary, just vehicles driving along the road. But then, out of nowhere, something emerges from the bushes and darts across the road. With its four-legged, lightning-fast movement, the creature left people baffled. Multiple theories surfaced in the wake of this video. Some believe that this was a humanoid cryptid, most probably the Dogman. Others have offered more sane explanations, saying it might have been a deer or a dog distorted by a glitching camera. But your guess is as good as mine. Night creature. After repeatedly hearing strange sounds coming from his local woods, this man finally made up his mind to investigate. Setting out at night, he followed the sound only to regret his decision. A ghostly pale figure suddenly sprang out from behind a tree, emitting a bone-chilling sound. As the clip was received with mixed feelings from netizens, some theorized these were nocturnal creatures that emerged from their underground caves in search of food. Others suggested they were stranded aliens that went feral in order to survive in the wilderness. Let me know what you think about this in the comments. Uninvited visitor. This granny was home alone when something uncanny came knocking at her door. Glowing eyes, thick lips, and dark skin. The creature was nothing like any of us had ever seen. It peered in from the screen door, as if spying on the elderly lady who was totally spooked by the entity. She reported that this wasn't the first time it had paid her a visit. Netizens quickly jumped to conclusions, with some saying it was a malevolent spirit. Others suggested that it might be an animal, but you can't convince Grandma because she's convinced she encountered something supernatural. Tree bound. Trees might seem ordinary, but they often hide secrets far beyond our understanding. One man experienced this firsthand when he spotted movement inside a tree hole. Grabbing his camera, he moved in closer, only to discover a small eye peering back at him. Its size ruled out a human, and faint stripes on its face only added to the mystery. The internet went wild with theories. Some believed it was a tree-dwelling cryptid, while others suggested it could be an undiscovered species. A few even speculated it might be a tree elf or a forest spirit. Bigfoot wrath. An adventurer decided to set up camp deep within the woods on his property. For extra safety, he mounted a camera on a nearby tree before heading back to his house to grab something he had forgotten. But while he was gone, something truly terrifying happened at the campsite. The camera captured a massive Sasquatch-like creature thrashing a giant tree branch against his tent, tearing it apart completely. The towering figure sparked heated debate on social media. Many believed it was a territorial Bigfoot protecting its domain, while others warned the adventurer to steer clear of the enraged giant. Possible velociraptor. Back in 2016, a photographer in the jungles of Kenya stumbled upon a prehistoric scene. The creature shockingly resembled a juvenile velociraptor that quickly disappeared into a nearby tunnel. No known animal looks anything like that. Cryptozoologists believe that prehistoric giants might still roam in the unexplored parts of these jungles, and could even be affected by dwarfism. However, skeptics dismiss the sighting as just another hoax. Open discussion. A strange photo of a giant winged creature has been making the rounds online, leaving people wondering what it was. So I did some digging, and this was what I found. And this shocking event was caught on camera a few years back. A drone was recording mid-afternoon traffic when suddenly something burst out of the road, nearly toppling a car. It flew straight for the drone, cutting the footage short. The creature had huge wings and looked like a colossal moth, sparking debate that it could be the legendary Mothman. However, skeptics argued that an event like this would have made headlines worldwide, dismissing it as a hoax. What could all of these sightings mean? And if these creatures are actually real, where have they been hiding? Thank you very much for watching the video. Do like and share it with your friends. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to not miss any of the upcoming amazing videos. Thank you once again.